What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Revival. My name is JJ, and it's finally time for my top 5 games of 2019. Okay, so I apologize for the delay on this one, but with moving at the beginning of this year, and wanting to play a couple other games from last year, I know this is late, and it probably doesn't even matter to anybody at this point, but I still wanted to do it because for me. So I got my top 5 games of 2019. Got them right here. Switch and PS4. That's where I primarily was last year. There were quite a few good games on there. I want to give a big shout out to Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers, because it was a blast. I wasn't crazy about the expansion before that, which was funny because the one before that, Heaven's Word, was amazing. So to have this one come out and really bring the game back and give a whole new great area, I absolutely adored it and loved it. And I had a lot of fun with it. I'm still having fun with it. So I still play every now and then. Leviathan server, anybody? Hi. Let's just freaking get into it. Also, if you listen to Pixel Perspective, the podcast I do with Adrian, number 1 has already been spoiled on there. So, just sorry. But if not, then go listen to that as well after this, because then it won't be a spoiler. But I guess it would be for that one, because you'll know my number. Anyways, yeah, listen to both. Just go watch both. Listen to that one and watch this one, or watch both. Number 5 is Super Mario Maker 2. I had a lot of fun with this. I honestly, when the first one came out, I thought it was a cool concept. Didn't play it as much as I thought that I was going to. I just didn't get super heavy into the level creation, and there wasn't a lot of... the single-player stuff didn't grab me as much as I would have liked. So it was kind of... It was fun, but it didn't keep me for very long. This, however... I wanted to keep going with the single-player stuff. I loved it. I, again, didn't get super into the level creation and everything, but I had some people over who made levels and enjoyed it, and they like to challenge people and have them do that kind of stuff, so it was fun. Honestly, if you have any levels that you would like me to play, I always love trying people's levels. Throw the codes in the comments, by all means, because I think that's cool as hell. But yeah, I really enjoyed this game, and I think it was a major step up from the first one. A lot more you could do. I love unlocking things in games, and the whole single-player story mode, where you're rebuilding the castle and going through the levels one by one to try and get enough coins to unlock and make the place look better and stuff. I just thought that was such a cool concept, and I really, really enjoyed doing it. So yeah, and the fact that you've got Super Mario Bros., Mario Bros. 3, Mario World, Mario Bros. U, and 3D World. There's so many different styles that you can play in this. So definitely if you have a Switch, this is a really, really fun one to pick up and check out. So had a lot of fun with it. Number 4, Death Stranding. I did a video on this. Not a review, but a video on my feelings towards it, because they were very mixed. But when I sat back and I thought about it, and I was putting together this list, I genuinely had a lot of good memories thinking back to playing this. Just because I got so addicted to the gameplay and really, really put my time in and enjoyed it. Like, genuinely had a fun time playing it. While the story was kind of like, in a lot of ways, and the end got kind of wonky and whatnot, the journey in between the beginning and the end was just so good that I had to throw it on this list. If you want to hear me talk more about it and my feelings on that, go check out my video on Death Stranding, because it's I definitely go back and forth in that. Like I said, to sum it up, the game started out where, before it came out and I saw the trailers and everything, I was intrigued for the story, like, up here, and the gameplay just sounding like a delivery guy was down here, and I was like, but the story, yeah. As I played it, though, it went like this, where I became less interested in the story because it was so weird and out there. Not that I was disinterested, but less so. And the gameplay just rocked my world. I loved it. So it was definitely an experience, and I think it's worth trying, because it's hard. It's one of those games that I can't recommend for everybody to play, but I do recommend everybody at least try it. Does that make sense? like don't go into it expecting to finish it and beat it and force yourself to get through it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But I think it's one that people should give a shot to, because the people that like it really, really like it. And I ended up really, really liking it. So I had to put this on the list. Number 4. Number 3. Just kind of worked out this way. That is Kingdom Hearts 3. Again, not one I'm going to go super in depth into, because I did an entire review on this game. Go check out that review and you'll hear all my thoughts on it. Really, really great entry into the series. Has a few flaws in there, but no more than the other games in the series. Really love I love the individual worlds. The overall story, like the overarching story for the Organization 13 and Kingdom Hearts and all that stuff was just kind of like whoosh, over my head a little bit. But the individual stories in the worlds, getting to visit those Disney worlds, that's what made the game for me, and that's where I had the most fun. And it was an absolute blast getting to play those worlds. So if you're a Kingdom Hearts fan, you've already played this. If you're not, and you're curious about it, this is honestly a good place to start. Especially since they've got the story so far thing at the beginning. You can go through that, but even if you don't follow that part, like I said, the individual worlds are the best parts in my opinion. So, and the gameplay is obviously solid. It's top notch and tight. So, Kingdom Hearts 3. My number 2. About the dual pack. It's Pokemon Sword and Shield. I had so much fun with these games. I still hop in. I haven't played Sword, but Shield is the one that I played through. And I still pop it in every now and then just to, look around, see if there's something I can catch that I didn't have before or something like that. I love the Pokemon games. They're a blast. They're a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed playing through these. The story, honestly, I enjoyed it. There was a lot to it. The big, massive open world, like the wild area, getting to just see these Pokemon running around, just, wild animals in the wild running around and stuff like that. You're not getting into random battles. I mean, there are random battles, but you will see the Pokemon running around the world too that you can get into fights with and stuff. And it's like, it's just so great as a Pokemon fan to see it really come to life in this way. I know some people complain about the graphics, how they didn't push the limits or anything like that, but I honestly, I think it falls right in line with what Pokemon is and what it's been, and the heart and soul of the series. It's cutesy, I don't know that I necessarily agree that it's for kids. I think it's kid-friendly, 100%, absolutely. But I think it's for everybody. I think anybody can play these games and enjoy them. So I adored my time with Shield. Thought it was a lot of fun. And, anybody want to trade, let me know. And of course, my number 1, as I said, if you listen to Pixel Perspective, you heard our top 10 games of the last decade. We went year by year and picked our favorite game from those years. Number 1 for 2019, Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I had so much fun with this game. I want to go and I want to play the other storylines at some point. Blue Lions was what I went through, and I loved it. Apparently, from what I've been told, that they're the weakest of the 3 or 4 storylines that you can do. And I'm just like, that was the weakest? Because I thought it was great. So I'm super excited to try the other ones, especially the Edelgard storyline, because I really, the Black Eagles. There's just, the Fire Emblem series is great in that there's no 2 playthroughs are going to be the same. Like, unless you literally make every single move the exact same way and have your same characters paired up and moving next to each other and doing the same stuff over and over and over again, every single playthrough, you're going to have different interactions, you're going to have different relationships, you're going to have different connections, different storylines that come through, and there's so much depth into these characters, and that's so great. I wish I could have recruited all of them, because, you know, that at the end you're in situations where you have to fight, you know, some of your older classmates, and it's kind of rough. But it really is a good game. If you have never played a Fire Emblem, this is, in my opinion, the best entry for new people to get in. Quite frankly, it's my favorite entry in the series now. Before this, I would have said Awakening on 3DS would be the best entry into the series. But now, after playing this is friendly. It's got a lot of social elements. It's got the exploration with the abbey that you can go through and you know, interact with your characters and get to know them and stuff. Leveling up is a little bit different in this. It's the skill system, the class changes, everything is just done better, in my opinion, than the previous games in the series. And I obviously the 3 storylines, or well, I think one of them does split into 2, so technically 4. And I think there might be a DLC that adds another one. But it's like, this is easily my game of the year for last year. So definitely, if you have a Switch, this is a must-have, in my opinion. So yeah, those are my top 5 games of 2019. There are plenty of games that I did not play. So if you're like, why isn't Outer Wilds on there or something like that? Like I didn't play it. You know, I want to. I don't have it yet, but I want to get it, and I will play it eventually. I just haven't had the chance yet. So I am like still getting through my backlog, and eventually I'll play those and stuff. And you know, if you ask me 10 years down the line to come back and revisit this, I don't know why 10 years from now you'd be like, oh, so 2019, you think about revisiting that list? Yeah, I don't know why you would do that. But there might be games that did come out last year that I like better than some of these, or all of them. Who knows? I haven't played them yet. But tell me in the comments below. What am I missing? What should I have played? Because if there's a game that you think was absolutely spectacular, that you're like, how is this not on your list? Chances are I haven't played it. So tell me what I need to get, what I need to still play. Tell me your top 5 games of 2019, because I'm curious to see what other people's lists are as well. And yeah, that's that. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. You know the drill. You've been to YouTube before. And as always, keep on gaming.